The convicted killer who escaped from an Ionia prison says he wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He says he just wanted a second chance. Michael Elliot made that comment to reporters today in Indiana after he refused to waive his extradition hearing that would allow Michigan authorities to bring him back. Elliot is being held on a $1 million bond on one count of auto theft. Michigan has 30 days to issue a warrant for his return. In the meantime, the Department of Corrections and the union representing officers inside Michigan's prisons are at odds tonight. They're concerned about the failed security measures that led to Elliot's escape. Gun towers allow a bird's-eye view of the prison yard. Until 9 years ago, they were manned by armed guards 24 hours a day, but not anymore. Budget cuts and staffing changes mean the towers are often empty. That gives prisoners like Michael Elliot one less obstacle to overcome.
No way would this prisoner have been able to get through the yard and where he got if those posts were manned. And that's just the harsh reality of it.
I would disagree that having an officer in that gun tower would have significantly prevented this escape, because there were a lot of checks. He had to do a lot of things to get to the point where he was.
A man serving 5 life sentences with nothing to lose. How'd he manage to get outside the prison walls through an alarmed fence and armed officer in a patrol car? Officials say surveillance video of that car shows he was just 20 feet away from Elliot as he made his escape.
There's not as good as vantage point from the vehicle as the gun towers. The gun towers, you're raised, you can look down and see somebody approaching.
We install all of these video systems throughout our correctional facilities, but human beings are responsible for monitoring what's going on, live. They need to watch, make sure that that no one is getting near fences, that no one is getting through fences.
The Great Escape now the center of an intense investigation. Officials are also trying to figure out if the Super Bowl may have played a role.
Whether he chose that evening and that time for a reason, it appears he carefully planned this and studied the security measures that we had there and took advantage of a vulnerable location.
The Department of Corrections says the investigation will take weeks, and Director Dan Haynes, says it's very troubling of the vulnerabilities in that system, and he wants to make a broad view of every aspect of security.